Hello, everyone. Welcome to another YouTube class. I just recorded a chaturanga tutorial. So if you want to check that out, go to that other video that probably is like before this one. I'm Kia, by the way. So we're going to keep working on our upper body today, and we'll do a bunch of back bending. So yeah, bring two blocks and let's just get started. So we're going to come to our child's pose. All right, on your mat. Notice how you're feeling physically, mentally, maybe you're in your head, or maybe you feel pretty energized. Just creating a safe space slash healthy space so that you can experience your emotions without trying to change them or run away from them. Knowing that all of them are valid and all of those are needed as well, including emotions that we could perceive as negative, such as, I don't know, like anger or anxiety or, anticipation, stress, those things. And though in Chinese medicine, we try to create a space for those and interact with those in safe and healthy way. Take one more inhale. Open your mouth. Next, in breath. Out breath. Okay, transfer your weight all the way into your palms. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Drop your hips up and back. Press feet onto a mat and drive your tailbone back. Noticing if you're dumping all of your weight onto the shoulders. Maybe that feels very lovely, but try to drive your shoulders slightly forward and drive your ears away from your shoulders, or shoulders away from the ears. Rotate your triceps towards the toes. Walk your hands slightly back. Take your right hand to outside of left leg and look towards your left side. Turn the chest, push the floor away. And again, notice if you're just driving your chest all the way back, and try to find more integration on your left shoulder. So push the floor away and rotate your chest. And then switch. Right hand down, left hand to outside of right leg. Turn your chest to the right. Yeah, grief is another one that we could perceive as, oh, this is just negative. We're just going to be in denial. And, it's good to create a space for that as well. Walk your feet all the way forward. Ragdoll pose, front of your mat. I'm going to take it with 2 blocks in front of my toes. Elbows and forearms will support your upper body. Drop your head. I think we're always grieving the loss of something, an expectation or something that we thought was going to go one way and then it went another way. So not only grief as the concept of literally losing someone, but actually losing just the fact of losing something, even a version of ourselves that we're just missing. All right, fingertips onto your blocks, halfway up in breath. Elbows to the blocks, forward fold, exhale. Again, halfway up in breath. Elbows to the blocks, exhale. One more in breath, lengthen. Forward fold. Remove the blocks, reach all the way up, extended mountain, reach, breathe. Bend the knees, bow forward, breathe out. Halfway in breath. Step back, downward facing dog. Right leg straight up, step your right foot forward, put your left knee down, Anjali Asana, arms all the way up. Take your palms to touch, thumbs to the back of your skull. Press your right foot into the floor. Drive the energy onto your abdomen, your chest, and your triceps. One more inhale right here. With your exhale, put your hands down. Tuck the left toes, left knee up. Baby hop forward. Forward hold front of your mat. Halfway up in breath. Bow forward, out. Reach up in breath. Bow forward, out breath. Halfway, breathe in. Step back, downward facing. Left leg straight up. Step your left foot all the way forward. Put your right knee down. Take your arms all the way up. So arms up, palms to touch, thumbs to the back of your neck. And then you breathe. One more inhale. With your exhale, hands to floor. Tuck right toes. Lift the right knee slightly up. Drive your hips back. Baby hop forward, forward fold front of your mat. Halfway, breathe in. Bow forward, breathe out. Extended mountain, in breath. Palms by this side. One hand to heart, other hand to belly. You close your eyes. Notice how you're feeling. Notice how your heart is feeling today. Been experiencing a ton of grieving lately, so there's grief and some sadness as well, but just be with those emotions if you're right there with me, and just let your body move from an effortless and almost healing intention today. So sacred healing intention. Reach all the way up in breath. Bow forward, exhale. Halfway up in breath. Step back into your plank pose. Drop knees all the way down to the floor. Bend elbows, chaturanga. Push the floor away. Modify plank. Drive your hips back. Bring your feet to touch. Child's pose. Look forward. Drive your chest towards the front of your mat. Upward facing dog. Press the top of your feet onto the floor. Knees up. Drive your hips back. Downward facing. We'll take 4 more like those. Heels up, bend the knees, top of mat. Halfway. Bow forward. Go all the way up, extended mountain. In breath. Bow forward, out breath. Halfway up. Press your palms into the floor. Step back, plank. Drop knees. Low plank. Back to your modify high plank. Toes touch, hips back. Child's pose. Look forward. Upward facing. Drive back. Downward facing. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Step forward, forward fold. Halfway up. Bow forward. Straight up, in breath. Bow forward, out breath. Halfway up. Step back. High plank. Knees down. Low plank. High plank. Child's pose. Upward facing. Look forward. Downward facing. Inhale. Empty. Heels up. Bend the knees. Up front of your mat. Halfway up. Bow forward. Exit the mountain. Reach up in breath. Bow forward. Out breath. Halfway up. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. I went back to a normal sun A. Totally my bad. Bend the knees. Look forward. Flat back. Bow forward. Reach all the way up. Last time. I'll get it right now. Bow forward. Halfway in breath. Step back. Plank pose. Drop knees. Low plank. Back to high. And then your child's pose. Upward facing. Drive your chest all the way forward. Downward facing. Step your right foot forward. Put your left knee down. Take your arms all the way up. And then forward. Left arm under. Right arm over. Eagle arm variation. Press your right foot into the floor. Squeeze your arms together. Drive the crown of your head straight up to the ceiling. Right, we'll release the arms, reach them up, in breath. Simple twist, put your left hand down, take your right arm up, in breath. Walk your hands to the back of your mat, Skandasana. Bend the left knee, extend the right leg. Just be here for a few moments. You take your left arm towards the back of your mat, right arm up and towards the back of your mat. Peel in the chest open. Hands or no hands, walk them all the way forward if you want to. Warrior two, face the front of your mat. Your arms open. Take it up and back. Peaceful warrior in breath. Bring your hands to the floor. Traditional chaturanga right here. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Upward facing, in breath. Downward facing, out. Left foot forward, knee down. Arms all the way up, Anjaneyasana. Really push the floor away. And then take your arms forward. Imagine you're holding a steering wheel. So really engage your arms. Right arm under, eagle arm variation. Lift up. So getting out of your lower back to really brace the core and the side body. Lift up. Release your arms. Right hand down. Twist to the left side. And then Skandasana, back of your mat. If you want more, right arm towards the back of your mat, left arm up and back. Hands or no hands. Warrior two, face the front of your mat. Your arms open, take up space, reach up and back. Peaceful warrior in breath. Bring your hands to the floor. Step back, high to low plank. Upward facing. Try to hold it for a few breaths. Downward facing. Take it back. In breath. Out breath. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Right foot forward. Left knee down. Arms all the way up. And then all the way forward. Left arm under. Eagle arm variation. Really drive your side body up. Move into your simple twist. Left arm down, right arm up.
active skandasana. So bend the left knee just halfway down. Gently turn your chest towards the back of your mat. Extend your right arm all the way back. You can take your left arm to your lower back here. And then no hands, warrior two. Press right foot into the floor. Take it up and back, peaceful warrior. Bring your hands to the floor. Chaturanga. Upward facing in breath. Downward facing out breath. Left foot forward, knee down, arms up, arms forward, right arm under, eagle arm variation. Into your simple twist. Find a flowy way to move through the poses, a watery-like quality. Active skandasana, bend the right knee halfway. Turn your chest to the back edge of your mat. Extend your left arm back. Take your right hand to your lower back. And then from your right foot, warrior two. Take it up and back, peaceful warrior. Hands to forward. Chaturanga. Upward facing in breath. Downward facing out breath. In. Empty all the way. Put your elbows down. Come into a forearm plank. Walk your feet back. So let's just be here for a few moments to integrate shoulders, activate the core. Forearm side plank on the left side. Spin your heels to the left. Take your right arm straight up. Really bracing the left side of your body, so lift it up. Lift from the left side of your body. Right arm straight up as you breathe and reach up towards the ceiling. All right, forearm side plank. On the other side, find the opposite side of your mat. Press down, reach straight up. If you want to modify, you can always drop the right knee down. So you would only do the right knee down like that. You can also stagger your feet. That's a great variation. Find your high plank. It doesn't have to look pretty. Bend the elbows, low plank. Upward facing dog in breath. Downward facing dog, out breath. Inhale. Exhale. Take your right leg straight up. Step your right foot forward. High crescent lunge. Feet hip width distance apart. And yeah, press the right foot into the floor. Extend your arms all the way forward. Left arm under. Eagle arm variation. So this variation is really going to help you integrate the core. Pull into your center line. So visualize the center line or your center line. Drive your energy from the outside of your body into your center line. Pull the pit of your belly in. Squeeze your triceps into your forearms, into your arm bones. And press your palms together. Okay, we're going to stay right here. Just release your arms. Take a traditional bind. So arms behind your lower back. Peel the chest open. Stay in your high crescent. Keep that steady foundation. And drive your arm bones towards the back edge of your mat. Okay, we'll release the bind. Extend the arms all the way forward. Bend the left knee, pivot the heel. Skandasana or active skandasana. So take your right arm towards the back of your mat. Left hand to your lower back. And from here, warrior two. Facing front of your mat. Active extended side angle. So let your elbow hover. Extend your left arm up and over. Really see if you can stack knee over ankle and load your front leg. quite a lot. And from here, we'll use our hands to go all the way towards the back of your mat. Now you're going to be facing the back of your mat. Kick your left leg up and back. Bend your knee, opened, flip. Turn the toes. Press your heels down. Reach your chest towards the now front of your mat. Use your left hand. Create a circle motion to come back into your plank pose. And then low plank, upward facing. Breathe in. Downward facing, out. Same thing on the other side. Your left foot forward, high crescent. Find that stability, so feet hip width distance apart. You can bend the left knee, the right knee slightly. Extend your arms all the way forward. Right arm under. Eagle arm variation. Find your center line to create a steady foundation. Right, release the bind. Take your hands behind the lower back. Peel your chest open. Load your front leg. Drive your right hamstring back. And then again, release your bind. Use your hands. I like to balance my arms to find that flowy, watery-like sensation in my body. Bend the right knee, Skandasana. Bend the right knee, press the outer edge of your right foot into the floor. Right hand to your lower back. Thread your left arm underneath your chest. And then from here, walk your hands all the way forward. So you're doing kind of like a runner's lunge. And then from here, right leg straight up. Bend your knee open. Flip. Step all the way forward. Warrior two. Into your active extended side angle. One more in breath. And then your hands to the floor. Step back. High to low. Upward facing in breath. Downward facing. Out breath. Inhale. Empty all the way. Twice more. In breath. Out breath. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Similar sequence. Step your right foot forward. High crescent. Reach your arms all the way up. Take your arms all the way forward. Left arm under. Load your front leg. Raise the core. Interlace your hands behind your lower back. Peel your chest open. And from here, release your arms. Use them. Extend them all the way forward. Transfer your weight into your left leg. Bend your left knee halfway back. Thread your right arm under the chest. Active Skandasana. Walk your hands towards the back of your mat. Then now it's the front of your mat. Kick your left leg up and back. And then flip. Press your right hand down. Peel your chest open. Maybe you go for a full wheel. Think of moving your fingertips first. And then step all the way forward. Find your warrior two with your left leg forward. Your arms open. Take it back into your peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Let your elbow hover. Take your right arm up and towards the back of your mat. One more inhale. Bring your hands to floor. Vinyasa, high to low plank. Upward facing in. Downward facing out. Your left foot forward. High crescent. Your arms forward. Your right arm under. Eagle arm variation. Load your front leg. All right, your arms behind the lower back. Take the bind, peel the chest open. Release, bind. Sway your arms all the way forward. Bend the right knee. Thread your left arm. Take your right hand to your lower back. We'll walk the hands to the old front of the mat. Peek the right leg up and back. And then you flip. Option to come into your full wheel. Or maybe grab your forearm, your arm bone, your shoulder. We'll step the right foot forward into warrior two. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just think of flowing today and coexisting with your emotions. Extended side angle. And in that journey, find the resilience and being okay with imperfection and those transitions that sometimes feel more challenging because the heart feels heavy. High to low plank. Upward facing in breath. Downward facing out breath. Let's just pick up the pace before we build more strength. Step right foot forward, high crescent. Same transition here. Left arm under. Eagle arm variation. Traditional bind behind the lower back. Peel the chest open. Sway your arms towards the back leg, the left leg. Active skandasana. Walk your hands towards the now front of your mat. Kick the left leg up. Bend the knee, open, flip. Taking up space with no restrictions. Step your left foot forward. Warrior two. Reach up and back, peaceful warrior. Extended side angle, right arm up and over, really extend. Bring your hands to the floor. Kick the left leg back, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing, and the left side. Arms up, and then forward, right arm under. Hands to your lower back, peel the chest open. Release the arms, spin your right heel down, bend the right knee, active skandasana. Walk your hands towards the front of your mat. Kick the right leg back, bend, open, flip. Step your right foot forward, warrior two. Peaceful warrior, take it back into your extended side angle. High to low plank. Upward facing, downward facing. Walk hands to back of mat. Bring a block with you. Sit on your block if you want to, if you need to. Malasana. Elbows inside of the knees, hands to prayer. Drive your chest forward and be in the pause right here. Notice if your mind is just kind of like jumping. There is some rumination, which is what I'm actually feeling. And see if you can feel the connection to the floor, the breath, your strength, and come back to caring for yourself and nourishing yourself. So coming back to that nourishing, earthy sensation that cares for you and therefore gives you the space to cultivate presence. Right. Forward fold. Remove the block. Walk your hands forward. Find your down dog. Step your right foot forward. High crescent. Another lunge. Arms up. Set your eyes. Take your thumbs to the back of your neck. Drive your triceps back as you breathe right here. Can you set your eyes and let the energy flow into your heart, and also let yourself know that you're safe right here? All right, extend your arms all the way up. Bring your palms to touch right in front of your heart. Extend the right leg. Bend the left leg. Palms by your hips. Active pyramid pose or funky pyramid pose. Okay, from here, bring your fingertips to the floor. Walk your hands back. Transfer your weight into your left leg. Walk your hands back. Standing splits. You're at the back of your mat. Drive your right knee into your chest. Stand all the way up, one-legged Tadasana. Flex your right foot. Bring your palms to touch and your elbows to touch. See if you can drive your knee into your elbow and your elbow onto the knee. Really trusting your left leg. And it's okay if you round and close slightly forward. Kick your right leg behind you. Crouching warrior. Bend the left knee, extend the right leg back. Now take your hands to your lower back. Toppling tree. Bend the left knee. Bring your chest towards your left leg. Kick your right heel up. Think upward facing dog in your chest still. So there is a sense of opening, and you set your eyes on one point on the mat as you breathe. Oops. Okay, slow. Find your Tadasana. You're at the back of your mat. One hand to heart, other hand to belly. Malasana. Turn the toes out. Bend the knees. Find your Malasana at the back of your mat. Then forward fold. Put your knees on the mat. Make your way into a camel pose. Reach your heels. Pull your quadriceps onto your abdomen. Peel the chest open. Push the floor away. Slowly come out of your pose. Bring your hands to prayer. Pause for a moment. Try not to fold all the way forward so that you can keep the flow of energy up into the crown of your head. So some of that current of liberation. Walk your hands forward. Find a downward facing. Notice tingling, pulsing. Maybe there is space. Step your left foot forward. Find your high crescent. I really hate the feeling of, I don't know the word for it in English. It's kind of like when you didn't think something was going to happen and then it happens. I'm like, man, really? It's not about being disappointed, but have to look it up. Yeah, also holding space for that. Arms all the way forward, right arm under, eagle arm variation right here. Really load the front leg, drive your hamstring to the ceiling. Nourishing yourself. And creating space for all of those emotions without adding the label of hating or not liking or liking something. Just curiosity. Release your bind. Take your arms up, palms to touch, thumbs to the back of your neck. Finding a happy place in the pause. Not a happy place, but a space where you can allow yourself to hold the pose with compassion. All right, arms up and then hands to your heart center. Bend the right knee, extend the left leg. Come into that funky pyramid, bring your fingertips to floor. Transfer the weight into the right foot. So bend the right knee. Kick your left leg up and back as you walk your hands all the way back. Standing splits, back of your mat. Drive your left knee to your chest. Stand all the way up. Left knee in. Flex your left toes. Bring your palms to touch, your elbows to touch. Drive your left elbow onto the knee. This will right away activate your hamstrings, especially in your right leg. You'll feel it right away engaging. Really brace the core. Keep that stability as you interlace your hands behind your lower back, or you can do hands to prayer, and then find your crouching warrior. Bend the right knee, kick your left leg behind you. Interlace your hands behind your lower back, bend the right knee, drive your chest all the way forward. You can point the left toes if you want, toppling tree. So it's chest to your right leg. Set your eyes. Upward facing dog in your chest. So that sensation of opening. Find your Tadasana. It doesn't have to look pretty. One hand to heart, other hand to belly. Coexisting with those emotions. Open, knowing space, knowing that something is here and we're not trying to change it. Malasana, bend the knees. It's been an interesting year. Many things that I didn't think were going to happen, and also the other way around. And life always goes that way. But I just put so many expectations. And though, I'm at a point where I know that I'm doing what's right, but at the same time, someone's like, whoa, this right here is really challenging, but it's also what I need. And if you're right there with me, know that I see you. And, coexisting with those emotions, but also knowing that there is clarity. There's just abundance in that space, even if it feels very challenging. Forward fold, back of your mat. Walk hands forward. Fingertips onto floor. Wrist up. Keep the toes tucked all the way forward into plank. And then upward facing with the toes tucked. Downward facing. Step your right foot forward. Arms up. We're going to move quickly here. Thumbs to the back of your neck. Fingertips to floor. Wrist up. upward facing. Downward facing, left foot forward, arms up, thumbs to the back of your neck, funky upward facing, fingertips down, spider fingers. Tug the toes, drive your hips forward, upward facing, and then back, right foot forward, arms up, thumbs to the back of your neck, fingertips down, step back, upward facing, really brace the core. Downward facing, left side, right knee down, arms up, thumbs to back of your neck, fingertips down, upward facing, downward facing. Last round, step forward, knee down, arms up, thumbs to neck, up, upward facing, push the floor away. And then left side. Right, downward facing. Walk your feet forward. Put your palms under the toes, drop the head. Let the heart rate show you some of that fire and courage and resiliency that exists within you, even if you're having a hard time to see that right now. Release your fingertips halfway up, in breath. Bow forward, out breath. Take it up, in. Bow forward, out. Halfway. High to low plank. Upward facing, in breath. Downward facing, out breath. Okay, last flow. High crescent, reach all the way up. Extend your arms forward. Left arm under. Left knee all the way down. Modify camel pose right here. If you need a towel, or you could even place a block under the left knee for more support, because we're going to be here for a few moments. Right, release your hands. Drive your hips back. Remove the block if you placed it, if you put it there. Baby step your left foot halfway forward. Find your pyramid pose. Bring your right thumb to the inside or the front part of your right hip. So probably towards your hip flexor area. Drive your glute back. Feel that in your hamstring. And then take it to a twist. Twist and triangle. Keeping the integration in your right leg as you reach straight up. Release your right hand. Bring your left knee to the floor. So now your feet are closer. So you're pretty much doing a 90-90 angle with your body. And then from here, if you want to, you can put the block inside of your left foot and come into your camel pose. Left arm up and back. And then slowly extend your left arm forward, 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 and then to forward. And then you find your downward facing. Left foot forward. Arms up. High crescent. And then arms all the way forward. Right arm under. You want to set it up with a block. Put it on the floor. Bring your knee down. Remember, try to get out of your lower back, so really engage your glutes, draw your front ribs together, drive your side body up. So more than just reaching back, think upright and then slightly back so that you can breathe and keep your spine protected. Straight up and then back. All right, release your bind, bring your hands to floor. Tuck right toes, right knee up. Step your right foot slightly forward and find your traditional pyramid pose. Your left thumb will come to your hip flexor area, so right in front of your left hip. Drive it back to really feel that in your hamstring, and then twist to the left side. Right, release your left hand. Try not to change your feet. Just bring your right knee down and create that 90-90 position with your feet. Block will be on the inside of your left leg. Take your right arm up and back for your single leg camel pose. And then take your right arm up to the ceiling and then think of someone pulling you forward so you can come back to center. Release your left leg, tuck the toes, sit on top of your heels, toe torch. Bring hands to prayer. Feeling that upright current moving into chest, hopefully more space in the shoulders. So just noticing that. And then we'll take one more back bend on the belly. For this one, if you have a bolster, you can use a bolster. I'm actually going to use my bolster. You'll put your bolster right on the center of your mat, at the center of your mat, and then let the front of your hips rest onto the floor. From here, you can totally stay right here, or you can bend, catch your feet, and really lift up into your floor bow. So this is a great variation to support your abdomen and let your shoulders really, really work right here. And you're pushing the bolster away, but let the energy come from your upper body strength and the core integration. Lift up. Keep breathing. One more inhale, and then slowly release. Press back. Try to stay upright. Come into hero's pose. Feel that flow of energy through bladder meridian, so back body, and also your abdomen, and then the shoulders as well. We have time for one more back bend. If you're totally good, you can just come to your back and make your way into your Supta Konasana. I'm going to take one more. So either Supta, this is perfect, or if you want to come into bridge, or if you want to come into wheel, please join me. So palms by the shoulders, point the fingertips towards your feet, and lift up. And always bring your elbows down. And just be here. Palms to touch. Maybe you look back. Noticing the space in your chest. Three more cycles of breath. To come out of your pose, do it one arm at a time. So right hand down, left arm up, push floor away. Then slowly come all the way down to the floor. Constructive rest, feet open, knees will touch. One hand to heart, other hand to belly. Open, knowing space where you can surrender and coexist with all of your emotions. Knowing that you don't have to change them. You don't have to run away from them. You can let them be and also let yourself be. Drop your knees to right side. Keep your feet open. Feel that nice rotation on your left hip. If you want more, you can try to catch your left heel with your left hand. Take your right arm behind you and towards the left side. Deer pose. And try not to change your feet. Just drive your knees up to ceiling. And then from here, bring your left ankle over your left thigh bone. Hands in front of your left knee. Shoulders towards floor. Recline half pigeon. Soften your toes, soften your feet. Right, release your feet. Release your legs. If you need to sway for a moment, do that. And then knees to left side. Catch your foot if you want more. Left arm behind you and towards the right side. Deer pose. Slowly come back to center. Left leg over the right. Recline half pigeon. Enjoy this part of class instead of just like, sometimes we're like, okay, I'm done. Let's just go. But really receive this part as well. And then Supta Baddha Konasana, arms behind you. I'm just going to be here for a few moments. Noticing, but also releasing. And then you're welcome to stay here for your Shavasana, or if you want more, I'm going to create a hard bench or a recline fish pose. So essentially, I want you to create, you can do an equal sign with your 2 blocks, or you can do a capital T sign. So you want one block to actually support your thoracic and the space between shoulder blades, and then another block for your head. You can extend your arms behind you and interlace your thumbs to support your long meridian here. If that's too much, just release your palms and then rest in your Shavasana. If you have more time, please stay here for a few more minutes. If you have to end class with me, just move your fingers, move your toes. If you're on your heart bench, recline fish pose, slowly roll onto the left side of your body and bring your knees to touch. So really take your time. Rest in your fetal position for a few moments. And then push floor away and come into your toe meditation seat. Bring your hands to prayer. Coexisting with our emotions, creating the space for all of them. And that requires meditation, reflection, compassion, acceptance, and knowing that that is a journey. There's no one specific destination. We're always learning, we're always changing. And we have this practice right here always to hold space for ourselves. So keep coming back to your mat as much as you need it. Keep creating this sacred ritual that will always have your back. Thumb knuckles to your third eye center. Namaste, everyone.